And then it was time for our main event. Brian, for the United States Heavyweight Championship, no disqualification, Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley. This has been advertised all throughout the program. There's been problems with Theory and Lashley in the past when they've interacted with each other.
Hey, earlier in the show, they had MVP and Lashley backstage, and MVP's trying to talk to him, and Lashley won't really hear him. I think that was the promo where it came up, and MVP goes, "Tonight you have a match, it's no disqualification. You know what that means?" And I almost thought he was going to say it. Because he set it up the same way you know what that means. Lazy booking.
And I must have missed that. I must have turned my head and missed that pre-tape earlier in the program. But so the main event for the United States title, they finally get them headed to the ring with about 20 minutes left on the air, but by the time they do the in-ring introductions and et cetera, they ring the bell for the main event, the title match on this 3-hour program. There's a little over 10 minutes left on the air. They basically, Lashley bumps Theory a time. It bumps him to the floor and rattles him off the barrier and the ring post, and they go to the break in under 2 minutes. And they're in break for fucking 3 minutes, so they do 30-minute long promo segments. But the main event championship match, as soon as it starts, boom, they come back from the break, and Theory was using a chair, whacking the shit out of Lashley right in front of the referee. They're not 5 minutes in, and we didn't see half of that. And then he goes out and pulls out a table and slides a table out from under the ring and puts it in the ring. And I'm rapidly losing interest because now they actually go to another commercial break after about less than 3 minutes of match. So this title match is going on in commercial, and they're under 5 minutes in. They've already got chairs and tables pulled out and in the middle of the fucking thing. And then they come back with 3 minutes on the air, and Lashley superplexes Theory off the top rope. Apparently this is his comeback. There's 2 tables in the ring, and they do a short little 30-second bit where they tease going through, putting the other one through them, like that's such a big goddamn deal you'd never seen before. And then finally, Lashley just picks Theory up and dumps him through a table, and suddenly music hits. And here comes Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar comes out. Again, I want to stress to you, the main event, U.S. title, 2 main event guys, Theory and Lashley, on the roster, full-time guys currently. So far, their title match, they've seen about 5 or 6 minutes of it on television. Most of it's been in commercial break. And then Brock just comes out and fucking stops Lashley and picks him up and gives him an F5. And then grabs Theory and picks him up and gives him an F5 on top of Lashley. And then my DVR froze because it was the top of the 11 o'clock hour, but I assume since they were already down there, he went ahead and pissed in their mouths. Is that what happened next?
I actually don't know because they went off the air quick. My DVR didn't freeze. I got a little bit at the end, but they were off the air pretty quickly. I think they had run out of time.
So they had 3 hours, but they don't have enough time for the main event or the angle afterwards. And basically another part-time real star from the previous generation or 2 comes in, and in the space of 20 seconds, beats up both guys in the U.S. title match and leaves them stacked up on top of each other. And they're the young full-time guys, and Theory, the guy of the future. I understand, again, Brock Lesnar will sell you tickets. He's the biggest box office attraction in the business, depending on whether Cena's even in the business or not. But so my closing thought of Raw 30 was,